Good morning, Valor family. Well, welcome to day 4 of 365. Journeying with me. Well, I am really in a space of wanting a spiritual breakthrough. And I don't even know what I'm doing. Just to have a little recap, about 4 days ago, I had a little mini crash out. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm on my way to work, but we're going to have to pause real quick. I got to put some lip gloss on. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Oh, wow. So I'm headed to work. Oh my God, and it is crazy windy here. I don't know what's going on, but it has been so windy for the last couple of days that there has been power outages in various areas of the Denver metro area, just in Colorado, period. A lot of my colleagues were out of power for a couple of days. Some were for hours. All praises due to Allah. I was not. And by the way, assalamu alaikum, family. Thank you for sliding through, Valor family. Shalom, peace. I don't know. Buenos dias. Sorry about that. But anyhow, it's super dry out here, so I just wanted to put something on my face and mouth. A couple of days ago, as I was saying, I had like a little mini crash out. I don't really typically go and do things like that online, but someone said just share. I don't know why. Maybe it was Allah speaking to me. Either that or I'm a little crazy. I don't think so. I don't know. You tell me. Nonetheless, I'm still on this journey and I'm giving myself 365 days. But something came to mind to me. The way this started is because I lacked patience. I am a notary signing agent, and therefore I have a business at home, and I have a commercial printer. And I looked and it says needs to do updates. I hit the button and I'm thinking, I don't know why. I do not know why. I can hit the button and then it says do not turn the printer off, do not interrupt the service, because it needed to do the updates. And I was like, oh no, I need to print 6 more pages, and I really didn't need them, but I wanted the package to be complete. Well, my lack of patience, I said, well, I'm just going to turn it off. Clearly it says do not turn off. But I was like, how bad could it be? I just reset the printer. Well, it cost me a nice hefty $125. So therefore, and then that, not much longer after that, my key fob wasn't working, and I ended up having to go take it in to find out what it is. Well, it was the battery needed to be replaced, because with all these new cars, and the electrical system is one thing goes off, it affects the whole electrical system. So anyway, gratitude by that, because at the end of the day, also, with, of course, the labor, the parts, and then plus it was dang near almost $700 or something like that, $600. It was a lot of money that I just did not want to spend, because I'm trying to get out of financial debt. Now, I had to think and pray, and I just started praying. I just started like, you know what? Maybe God is trying to call me to do something. Maybe he wants me to he's trying to catch my attention, basically. So, in that event, so I had to come back the next day and show gratitude, because most people don't even have a credit card to pay anything. Most people don't have savings. Most people don't have shelter right now, and it's so cold. So I had to just think about these things. But the bottom line was my patience. I lacked patience. Have you ever ever wanted something so bad and you keep begging Allah for it and begging, and then you're like watching everybody around get what they want, and you're like, dang. And I'm not the jealous type. I really am not. And I celebrate the wins for all of my friends. And so I remember just sitting the last few days, I started reflecting, like, how I was asking for things, not appreciating things. And I remember I was dating this one guy a long time ago. And we had the most incredible connection and spiritual, metaphysical relationship. Some people would call it a twin flame. And he was 6 years older than me, and I was way, way younger. I think I was like maybe, I don't know, I was like 24, maybe. And I was just fascinated by his maturity, his je ne sais quoi, I don't know. He was just the bee's knees. And then we had dated for a while, about 6 months, and I was really feeling him. Sorry, y'all, I'm in my car. And I'm trying to do this before I go to work. And he basically like, hey, let's just, chill. Let's just, let's see where this goes. Because I was like, after about 4 or 5 months, like, are we in a committed relationship? Little did I know, and that's a whole nother story. I'll do what we call La Horas de Cuentas story time. During this 365 days, I'll definitely share some stories. But yeah, so I was devastated because I really, really liked this cat. Like, I really, really liked him. And anyway, I remember praying and begging Allah and just, please, sorry, it's a little thing. My little thing is not, it's the roads are really, they're repairing the roads right now, so it's shaky. Sorry about that. And I remember begging Allah, please, Allah, let this man love me. Okay. And I know, we've all been in that. We want something really bad. You pray for something, you want something. And I remember opening my Quran. Now I'm going to have to find it. Y'all might have to remind me, but I'm going to find it. But I remember, and this scared me, but I remember opening up my Quran and reading it, and I had just prayed, like, I really want this man. Why you won't give me this man, please? And it's saying, and it wasn't, it was, I remember, because sometimes I read the notes, the footnotes, the commentary, to get a better understanding of this, of the actual, ayats. And I remember, I'm backing up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I am not a good parker. Thank God for cameras. They are my friend. But let me wrap this up. I remember it saying, and this scared me, and I'm going to paraphrase because I want to get the exact quote. But it said, be mindful of what you ask for, because it may do you harm. And I was like, what? And my heart dropped. And I was so discouraged. Like, I was scared. I was like, so I've been asking for what? Are you saying this person's a demon? Are you saying this person is not good for me? Obviously, he was saying that. And like I said, I will continue my La Horas de Cuentas much later. I'll tell the story, the full story. So I said, wow. My heart dropped and I became scared, and I stopped asking Allah for this man. However, it didn't stop me from wanting him. And I say this to say, sometimes we ask for things, and there's one or two things. One, God will not grant them because they're not good for us. Or two, God will not grant them because we're not prepared. And so we got to remember those things. And so sometimes it's just good to be patient. That day, I was not patient because I was trying to print out something and I needed to do what I needed to do when I really didn't need those 6 papers for the package. I really didn't, because I actually submitted my package without those 6 papers. They were just part of the, I can't remember what it was, but it was something that wasn't needed. But see, it caused me harm because I lacked patience. Again, we need to be patient, because had I had patience, instead of asking for this man, Allah would have revealed to me over what time what kind of dude that was. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank you for sliding through, Valor family. Remember to get up, get out, and do something for yourself. Until next time, see you at the top, because the bottom's too crowded. Peace.